Here is the second half of the 15 ITIL 4 practices covered at the foundation level. Knowing how deployment management has been separated in the ITIL 4 practice, where it was combined in the release and deployment management process in ITIL v3. Let's have a look at these practices. The next ITIL 4 practice is incident management, which is roughly equivalent to the ITIL v3 incident management process. It's the practice that goes after things that are broken to get them fixed quickly, where things that are broken can range from a service being down to an individual user having trouble using new features of the software. The next ITIL practice is problem management, which is roughly equivalent to the ITIL v3 problem management process. It's where we go after the root cause of one or more incidents. You can think of incidents as specific instances of a user or a service being impacted, and each instance being a symptom of an underlying problem. Another ITIL 4 practice is service request management, which is roughly analogous to the ITIL v3 request fulfillment process. The general idea here is to have an effective and efficient way to provide users with things they request that they're entitled to based on their subscription to your service or product. Next, we have service level management, which is roughly equivalent to the ITIL v3 service level management process. The general idea here continues to be to make and keep good commitments around service levels. That starts with making sure you have sometimes difficult conversations about the wherewithal you need to do so consistently and the associated cost. In ITIL v3, the service desk was cast as a function, an organizational unit or department. In ITIL 4, the service desk is a practice. It's concerned with capturing demand for incident resolution and service requests, and also acting as a communication concentration point between the provider and its users. It's interesting to see the services repositioned this way as a practice. It makes sense when you consider emerging trends in support where, for example, chatbots and portals taken together fully represent the support base of a provider to its users and its customers. The next ITIL 4 practice is change enablement, which is roughly equivalent to the ITIL v3 change management process. This is where we focus on minimizing the business disruption of changes and knowing what changed. Notice the shift from the term management in v3 to enablement in ITIL 4. This reflects the shift in thinking about the true outcome of managing change, that is, to enable the changes the organization needs, balancing speed, quality, and risk. The next practice in ITIL 4 covered at the foundation level is continual improvement, which is roughly analogous to the ITIL v3 continual service improvement process. The general idea here is that we have an explicit process that is allocating time and resources and funding to go after improvements in all 4 dimensions of service management.